Here's a calendar system that's set up to use for one day. As you can see here, I've just used one of the whiteboards. You can leave it so that you can wipe it off every day, which sometimes you'll find individuals, if they don't want to talk about something, they'll just take their hand and smudge through it so it's gone. If you want to set this up as a one day permanently, you can use a permanent marker on this. The only difference is I wouldn't write the day Monday. I would leave that place blank, but you could put on there breakfast. I do have little pick symbols on here for somebody just so that they can see that there are times a day. So when I'm referring to calendars, especially when I'm starting out, for many individuals, time is a tricky concept, trying to know what time of day it is. But one thing that stays fairly consistent are the times that we eat. So we have breakfast, so it's a B. You're going to feed yourself breakfast. Lunch is an L. We bring that up to our chin for lunch. And then dinner is a D, and you're going to bring that up to your mouth as well. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So the language that I tend to use with a calendar like this is in the morning after breakfast. So you'll see here the sign is morning. So think of this as your horizon. In the morning, the sun comes up for morning. In the afternoon, here's your horizon. The sun is up in the sky in the afternoon. And then in the evening, it comes down. So you're in the evening. And then at night, the sun's gone. So those would be our times a day. So we have morning, afternoon, evening, and night. So we can say in the morning after breakfast, because that's our concrete time. In the afternoon after lunch. In the evening, so we're halfway there, evening after dinner. So those are really good times to communicate with. We have spaces here because whether you choose to use written text or if you choose to use pick symbols, so for our examples I have some pecks, so we can talk at this calendar whether you would like to start every day. It really is going to depend on your individual. If giving them more time to process is a good thing for you, then I would recommend doing it in the evening. So this is for Monday. So on Sunday night, after dinner and everybody's nice and calm, almost ready for bed, we'd say, let's talk calendar. So calendar is a C that starts at the front. It's like you're flipping a calendar page. So let's talk calendar. And I do it short formed. You could say, let's talk at your calendar. I short form it to talk calendar. So you can put up your peck symbols. So in the morning after breakfast, we're going to play some puzzles. We can put that up there. In the morning after breakfast, we're going to play with a ball. And you can put that up there. In the afternoon, after lunch, we're going to play blocks. In the afternoon, after lunch, we can play with bubbles. In the evening, after dinner, we can watch TV. And after TV, in the evening, after dinner, we can relax. So you're going to set this up on Sunday night. That way, in the morning, once you wake up, you can say, hey, let's talk at our calendar. Do you remember? And if you don't have all the language yet, that's okay. The idea is that we're starting to get to see what's coming in our day. We're building anticipation. So I know what is happening tomorrow. It starts to give me some control so I can anticipate what's happening. I have time to process what's going to happen in my day tomorrow. And then I start to have the ability to go, you know what? I don't want to do puzzles in the morning. Once you have that ability, I want to do them in the afternoon, but I want to play blocks in the morning. So it gives the individual a little bit more control in their life. And as they grow and they learn their communication and they learn their PECs or their signed words or their written words, they have the ability to change them throughout the day. Some things will have to stay and you'll say, no, sorry, the doctor has to stay at the same time. Sorry. But now with stuff like this, you can be flexible. The idea is that your calendar will not have everything that happens in a day on it, but it does have the things that have to get completed that day. You can add routines on there. You can add putting dishes away. You can add taking the garbage out. You can put anything that you like on this calendar. And the best part is that you can get the individual to put the things on their calendar. That way you start to have buy-in because they are a part of planning their day. They start to feel important because they're starting to contribute to their day. They're not being told what they do. They can come and see what they're going to do. So in the morning, we'll review. Remember, today in the morning after breakfast, we're going to play with blocks. In the morning after breakfast, we're going to play ball. In the afternoon, after lunch, we're going to play puzzles. In the afternoon, after lunch, we're going to play with bubbles. In the evening, after dinner, we're going to watch TV. And then in the evening, after dinner, we can relax. There's a lot of repetition in there, but the really nice part about repetition is that when you're repeating the signs, they start to sink in, and then you'll start seeing, and you can start to teach morning, after breakfast, and then you can start asking, what happens? What now? And even if they don't know the sign communication or if they don't know the words, they can start pointing. Pointing is a great mode of communication. It's a starting off point because it's showing you that cognitively there's some understanding and there's some exchanging of communication happening. So pointing is a fantastic jump start. All of this is going to help lead to. Please don't feel discouraged if the individual you're supporting doesn't get this right away. This may take a week, a month, a year, 5 years. But with repetition and having that total communication, using your AITSL or your hand-over-hand sign communication, this will start to become part of your daily routine. Another piece about this and the calendar system is that you're going to come to it every time. So you talk about this in the morning. Before you do that activity, you're going to say, let's talk at your calendar. Okay, now it's time to play blocks. Let's get the blocks and then go and do that thing right then. Don't wait, don't get distracted, go and do it. Once you finish playing blocks, you're always going to come back to your calendar and you're coming back to say, my blocks, we were playing blocks, it's finished now. So you're going to take it off. And again, you can see that we've got our finished box, dollar store. It's just a marker container with a magnet on it, and we've got the word finished. So blocks are finished now. They're going to go in our finished box and we're going to put them there. You're going to do this with each activity. So we're going to time to play ball, come back, ball's finished, we're finished, take it off, let's put it away, it's done, and you get to walk away and you're done. Now we're going to come back in the afternoon after we've had our lunch. Now in the afternoon, after lunch, it's time to play puzzles. Take that off. Once you've come back, you talk about your puzzles. Puzzles are finished. They go in the finished box. Same with time to play bubbles. Play. come back, take it off. Bubbles are finished. We're going to take it off, put it in. In the evening, we're going to talk about our first thing. So now, in the evening, after dinner, watching TV, watch your show, come back, TV's finished, take it off, put it away. And then the last one, it's time to relax. Relax, and when it's time for bed or brushing teeth, relaxing's finished. We're going to take it off, put it away. That now has cleared your calendar, so it shows that everything you did today is here. So you now have the choice. You can review the sign and say, today, do you remember what did we do? And you're encouraging that sign to come back out again. That's right, we played blocks. Good work. You can go through them all. Or if this is too advanced, then you as the support can put them away, and then you can just set up your calendar for tomorrow and then start all over again.